One problem with Super Archer clone blimps is they are all or nothing. Well, in today's video, I'm going to show you 4 alternative blimps. They are not all or nothing, but they can still get insane value when done right. You're sick of using Super Archer clone blimps, sick of the entire outcome of your attack resting on just one blimp, then this is the video for you, because the blimp, you know, there's other combinations you can use in the blimp other than just the Super Archer clone that can still take down the whole base. The blimp is the most broken siege in the game. No one's going to disagree with that. And in this video, what better team to show us how to abuse the blimp than ET Badzinger? They went 40-0 in the World Championship qualifiers. We had a video of them recently. Make sure you go watch that. I'll link it at the end of the video. And what better team to show us how to use the blimps than them? They are on fire at the moment. Now, Cadiel doing a Queen Charge Recall Super Drag attack. Now, often with these, you'll go straight into the Town Hall with the Super Drags, but because these sweepers are so far on the back end, we can actually send the Super Drags in from the side and not fight any sweepers. So why not do that? And then because there wasn't really a lot of Flame Flinger value with this attack, we are just going to bring the blimp. But what is in the blimp? Notice we don't have a clone spell because we've already got the recall spell. If we brought a clone spell as well, we just wouldn't have enough rage and freeze and invis spells for the rest of the attack. So have a look, the blimp opens here, and we're coming in with the super minions, and I really like this because the super minions will take that monolith down quickly, and then the town hall and the ground bow. Now you might be thinking, well, we could have brought a clone spell to this, but the clone spell wouldn't have really added any more value to this. The super minions couldn't really get more than they did, so I really like it. Just a couple of invis spells and a rage. Unfortunately, our queen has to pop the ability versus the defensive king. But yeah, a couple of invis spells and a rage allows our super minions to get the monolith and the town hall. Pretty simply done, honestly. I really like it. So if there is extra value that your clone spell will can get, and you know, because you get an extra 3 super minions, then by all means bring it. But definitely wasn't the case in this attack. So we got the queen on the top side, and this attack looks like it's done, except for the fact that we still got the king ability here. He's going to tank the RC perfectly to keep our queen alive, because I think she's down to 2 healers now. And then we still haven't used our royal champion. We've still got 4 spells left here as well. The poison spell obviously used on the ground skellies there. And this base is going to get completely and utterly wrecked. Now, the recall was really handy. The super drags were pretty good. But I think it all came down to that blimp. And it's just a low risk, high reward blimp. And that's what I prefer about this strategy over, say, a Super Archer clone blimp, where if you fail it, 9 times out of 10, the attack is over. Despite this looking like a average air spam attack, this is one of my favorite attacks I've seen in a long time. So we use a few rocket balloons to take down that air defense on the outside. And what that allows is our baby drag and the dragon rider here to set a perfect funnel, because funneling is everything with spam attacks. If all the drags go on the outside of the base, then you're in a lot of trouble. So we got an E-Drag on the top side chilling. We got the Dragon Rider and the Baby Drag on the other side setting a great funnel. We use the Ice Hound. The Ice Hound is so good. If you can spare the Super Troop slot and the 10 space, definitely worth much more than a Lava Hound. Freezes everything up there. And here comes the blimp. Now you'll notice in this attack, we do have a clone spell, but I'm going to pause this quickly. Look at this, there is a poison tower here, and a lot of poison towers that are behind the town hall like this are set up to stop blizzard attacks or super archer clone attacks, because the poison tower does an excellent job versus them. But clearly, Dimmer is not worried about the poison spell with this blimp he's doing, and look at that, a super drag comes out. Now unfortunately he messed up where he placed the clone spell, so the super drag deploys on delay, but he angled the clone spell so that his super drag that got cloned did not spawn on top of the town hall poison. But look at the value these troops are getting. The 2 super drags are still up, helping take down not only the town hall poison tower and the expos there, but helps take down this multi-inferno you see here. Oh, not quite. Takes down most of it. I think the warden does just finish it off. Beautifully done there. But yeah, the dragons, he did have like 7 of them. They didn't do amazing work. It was the super drags that did most of the work in this attack, and that was sick. You do not see the super drag clone much. just because you can't really control the Super Dragons and the direction they go as well as, like, say, Super Archers, where they're not going to move much because they've got insane range. But this is just the perfect showcase of they can work versus Poison Towers. Yes, the Poison Towers will slow it down a little bit, but it's not going to kill a Super Dragon. It's got insane HP, so really well done from Dimmer here. And just seeing the high value targets just behind the Town Hall, the Super Dragons didn't have to go far. And I mean, this base is completely crushed. He's still got 3 heroes up. Unfortunately, the Headhunter dies, but that doesn't really matter. Perfect attack here from Dimmer. And honestly, the Super Dragon clone, probably something worth trying. If you'd like to see a video on the channel of me using the Super Drag clone, let me know, because I think it'd be a bit of fun. What sort of battle blimp video would this be without having a Blizzard Lalo in it? So we use the rocket balloons to look for Sams, freeze the defensive queen, and the blimp comes out. Now, obviously, Blizzards are extremely risky in Legends League, but when it comes to war, and you've got a bit more time to plan it, and people really aren't trying to defend Blizzards, they can definitely be quite safe. Now, ND here came in and he brought the CC of 4 Super Wizards and 5 Goblins, which means you get the slow CC timing, and those Goblins that went out looking for traps kind of a little bit safer than you would have been otherwise. So yes, Blizzards, they're definitely they're more likely to fail than a Super Archer clone hit. I'll accept that. But one thing they definitely aren't is all or nothing, right? Even if a Blizzard fails, it's still recoverable. You've seen Stars do it 100 times. But if you do a Super Archer clone blimp and it goes horribly wrong, keep in mind, a lot of the time you're investing your Warden ability with it. Some of the time you've already placed your clone spells down. And even if you haven't, it's really hard to figure out what you can use the clone spells for in the rest of the attack if the Super Archer blimp flat out fails. Whereas, like, with a Blizzard Lalo, if you fail, the invis spells are still going to be useful for your Sui, because you're going to need to get more value. So it's never really over, even if you fail it. Like I say, or the phrase I keep using is all or nothing. Blizzard Lalo is not all or nothing with the Blizzard. And that's what we're going to try and get away from, particularly when it comes to war attacks. When you've got time to plan on the base, and you're more likely to 3-star if you break down the base properly, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Nice Lalo coming around here. You'll see all these loons are really weak because of these well-placed red bombs, but ND is still hanging on to the Warden ability here because Nosy needs it to deal with this Rage Tower. We don't have many balloons in the Warden ability here, but that's okay. We don't need that many. There comes our Warden ability with the Headhunter and the Hasten. Look, there's not that many balloons here, but there's just going to be enough to take down the base. And keep in mind, we've still got the Royal Champion. It's almost become default at this point to not use the Royal Champion with the Lalo, which seems extremely counterintuitive. I mean, you want to use your Royal Champion with the invincibility of the Warden ability. But just using your Royal Champion separate to clean up the back end where the loons might have failed seems to be working really well. ND getting another triple here, showing that, yes, it's not a Blizzard meta at the moment, but that doesn't mean you can't use it. It is still very usable, especially with the slow timing you get from 9 CC troops. That is just, I think, going to stay at the moment. I've called it a glitch before, but seems like it's a permanent addition, which should keep Blizzard alive in a war setting. Now, quickly before this attack starts, I want to apologize to Time to Throw. I tried not to show 2 triples from 1 war for Bad Zinger. Obviously trying not to burn too many bases, but it just made sense here. I like to think I've got a couple of friends in the Time to Throw team, so I'm really sorry. I hope you guys don't mind, and if you never forgive me, I won't blame you. But yeah, lots of love to you guys. I saw you made stage 2, and best of luck there. So we got a Super Bowl smash from Frosty here, and I really like this, because often with like smash attacks, you'll start out with a Warden walk, because you can control the Warden better than you can control the Queen. But this entry is really nice, because the Queen's going to clear out this top section of the base much quicker than the Warden ever would have, and then you can send the Blimp over the top, because if you send a Blimp over the top of the Warden will switch and follow the Yetis. Now, this time we're coming in with a Yeti Bomb. No crazy Blimp on this one, but the value is still awesome. Why is the value awesome? Well, we get a CC pull, and we take down the Town Hall. And this Town Hall would have been really annoying for our smash, because we're going to enter over on this right side here. And if this Town Hall's up, it would be flanking us, taking down our healers potentially. So it would be a real pain. But by using the Yeti Bomb, which was extremely safe, we get the CC pull, deal with that early, particularly because, keep in mind, Ice Golem CCs are terrible for smash attacks. And I can't understate that, actually. They are the bane of smash attacks' existence. So dealing with that early makes a world of difference. Now, unfortunately, our queen is not as smart as our super bowlers. She's going to run away from the perfect funnel that we set. We pop the Warden ability here. Perfectly done from Frosty. I don't know why the Warden isn't following the super bowlers. The super bowlers are infinitely more troop space than the queen. Finally, they figure out what to do. The queen ability goes off. She will get nice value with her ability, has to be said. Good freeze and Skelly there. Unfortunately, the Skelly probably should have come down a second earlier, but this is fine. And we've still got all our super bowlers just running around the edge, and this is where smash attacks are super nice. When the base is open, you don't need a wall break anything, and slowly but surely, Frosty is going to overwhelm this base. So you saw 4 different blimps in this video. You saw the super minion one without a clone. You could obviously bring it with a clone, but you do need to get a little extra value for it. So super minion clone, we saw the super drag clone, we saw blizzards, and now we've seen just Yeti bombs. 4 far safer alternatives than super archer clone, but I don't think you can argue that in every single attack, all the blimps got awesome value. Now, if you want to see more insane attacks from Badzinger, where they went 40-0 in the World Championship qualifiers, I'll link that video on the left. There are some insane attacks in that video, including ND doing Sui Lalo with 6 freeze spells at Town Hall 15. I mean, I couldn't believe it.